Hi, this is Karen Connolly of Balance Explorations. I tried to go live a few minutes ago and it wasn't really working, so I just restarted it. And I wanted to talk to you today about, the reasons why you're traveling. Have you ever taken the chance to really think about it deeply? Or are you like most people and you're just using travel as a means to escape your life, something you don't like about your life? I mean, yeah, maybe you need that, sometimes, but I think that, you should take this invitation to ask yourself some questions about how important, you know, how you can make travel meaningful to you. Not just go to the cheapest place or the closest place or the place most, unlike where you live. You know, do you ever ask yourself, why am I going to this place? Is it because I have always gone to this place and I just like to go to the same place over and over again? Or do you want to visit as many places as possible? I've seen some people, their goal is to visit, either every country in the world or every state in the United States. I mean, that can be a worthy goal. I mean, you know, what is important to you? Is it important to you to just explore everywhere? And do you want to tell people about it, or is it just something you keep to yourself? Is travel your self-care? You know what I mean? Do you just like, want to go off on your own and, hide out in your hotel room or swim in the hotel pool and just keep to yourself? Or do you want to go places and meet people? Do you want to expand your horizons and know about new cultures and experience new things? These are important things to think about, because travel isn't just let's go somewhere and let's do every single thing. Let's jam pack every second, just to fill in the time. I mean, I'm inviting you to do a little bit of soul searching before you plan your travel so that it'll be more meaningful to you. Like personally, I like to not really schedule more than one thing in a day if it's, I don't know if I would say a museum because you can probably go to one whenever you want. But if you have a specific, event that have to buy tickets for, you have to order, if you're having a private, session. Like when I went to Hawaii, I did a private lei making class and a um hula class, and it was like the same person. They actually came to the studio apartment I was staying at, and it was awesome. But I didn't schedule that and a special dinner and another thing, and I didn't have to, you know, take an Uber across the island to get to it. Like, it was something where they came to me because I think it was the second day of my trip, and, coming from the East Coast, it was and then getting there at 3 in the afternoon, so, like, getting up at probably 2 or 3 in the morning and getting there at, like, 3 PM, which was really, the I don't even know what time it was. It was like I think the one flight was, like, 15 hours, so it was probably, like, the next day, I'd probably gone about, 24 hours without sleep, and then I had a birthday dinner planned when I got there, because 'cause I'm like, "Well, I'm getting there at 3 PM, so I still get to celebrate my birthday." And the earliest reservation I could get was 8 PM. I probably did not enjoy that dinner as much as I could have, even though it was very good and the service was excellent. I was kind of falling asleep in my, dessert. So, I mean, these are things you should contemplate before you just say, I have the time, so I need to jam pack every second of the time. So, let me know if you've actually considered these things instead of just trying to pack everything in, and whether you might change the way you plan in the future. If you would consider some, new ways of being and thinking, and not just just go and plan the whatever's hot this year, like what's hot for you. What do you enjoy? It's all about you when you go on, on a, I call it an exploration. Are you exploring where you're going? Are you resting? There's different purposes. So I invite you to consider what your purpose is, um, with your travel, and how you can make it meaningful instead of just filling it with potentially meaningless activities, or filling it with activities when you need rest. And just on that note, I would recommend, if you're flying halfway across the world and you're starting first thing in the morning, maybe just rest, when they say, get onto the time zone where you're going to avoid jet lag. I mean, you just can't. Like, I tried staying up till like 9 or 10, and then I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning. And for me, if I was normally, if I don't have to be at a, specific place, if I'm not doing an event or a job or something where I have to get up, at 6, then I would normally get up at 8 or 9. So I was waking up like 4 hours early, even though I, went to bed at, so-called normal time. My body didn't know the difference. It was just like, "Oh, it's like 11." I think it was probably be like 11, 10. Maybe it was like 10 a.m. on the East Coast, time to wake up, but, like, there, it was like, "Wow, now it's so early. What do I do?" So I felt into that, and I that was the day I just walked over to Diamond Head from Waikiki. So took I walked there, and then I ended up walking back. So I think I walked 6 or 7 or 8 miles that day, and I walked to the top of Diamond Head, which isn't really that high. I think it's like 700 feet elevation, but I mean, that's why I kind of like not scheduling every minute, and not scheduling too much, and definitely not scheduling something, first thing in the morning, or, the second day, or really late in the evening when you're arriving, especially if you had to travel a long way to get there and you had to get up earlier than usual from where you were leaving. You know, because then there's room for the synchronicity, and for you to feel into what would be meaningful for you to do right now. Like, I'm wide awake, I don't want to go back to sleep. I ate breakfast. Now what? So that's something for you to consider, and see, where you want to take your travels from here. And I'd love to hear your comments. Please like, this post, share it with others who you feel it might benefit, and share my page. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I look forward to talking to you again soon.